All right, babe, what are we doing?
We have a new kind of adventure today. We are packing everything up and we're putting everything in a storage unit.
And we are gonna go get a shuttle down to Vegas, and we're gonna fly out to North Carolina. We're gonna pick up a new truck. Well, not new, but new to us. And we're gonna drive it back.
Ruben's at a pet sitter for the week. This thing's gonna be in storage, and we're getting airborne.
Call us crazy for having 3 vehicles and 2 drivers while full-timing RVing.
It wasn't quite exactly the plan, but we're gonna make it work. We don't even know what's gonna happen yet, so.
We did just sell the bike, so that's one less thing to worry about.
So you guys know as much as we do, because we don't even know what's happening yet either. So.
We're just winging it. Checkity check, check 1, 2.
I can hear you.
So actually, all that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
We ain't out yet.
But the hardest part is coming up next. This lip to get out of here. This is what really concerned us.
The worst obstacle is yet to come.
Because if y'all remember from our last video getting in here, there's pretty significant lip from the dirt road to the tar road. So we're worried about the back end scraping pretty hardcore. Holy crap, that actually couldn't have gone any better, surprisingly. Nice. Way to go, babe. That was fantabulous. Good job.
How was that?
Really not bad. That actually only took us like 25 minutes when we were anticipating like about an hour. So, had a schedule.
We're sitting at the airport waiting like 4 hours because we wanted to save like $40 on our shuttle.
Yeah.
I think I spent more than we saved on our shuttle on food.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
So
Yeah.
we would have been better off getting the later shuttle, not spending as much time in the airport, and not spending as much money in the airport.
Yeah.
We probably would have had a better shuttle driver.
Oh yeah, the shuttle drive from St. George to Vegas.
He was just like jerking the wheel, slamming on the brakes. It was so bad.
The longest, like 2.5 hours of our life, or however long it takes. That
So
was
bad.
miserable. Like neither one of us get car sick ever, and like we were both on the verge of being car sick. It was pretty bad.
We pretty much got the worst schedule that we could because it was the cheapest.
And that's why it's the cheapest, probably.
Yeah, like we got an early shuttle for a late flight that goes through the night, and we get there at like 5 a.m. It's pretty bad.
Please, for those passengers are baggage claim or passenger pickup, make sure you board the red line train.
Not to mention that we also are not only going to be tired, but I'm sure hangry at each other at that point because we already have been hangry at each other tonight.
I'm sorry I didn't want to spend $27 on a personal size 10-inch fucking pizza.
Someone's hangry.
We went to this place and we're like, oh, well, that's not too bad for airport prices. And I'm like, how big is it? And she's like, oh, it's like a personal like 10-inch pizza. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. And then you go to like Burger King and it's $15 for a burger. I'm like, what?
We're not used to flying, if you can't tell.
Alright, we made it to Charlotte.
That was awful.
It was like a 4-hour flight, but we lose 3 hours. So it's kind of like a 7-hour flight, and it felt like a 7-hour flight in the seats.
We were so sore.
We were really debating on upgrading to first class when they gave us like the last minute offer of like $130 a seat. That would have literally doubled the price of our flight, so we didn't. So we sucked it up and we were in the very back behind the engines where it's loud and chairs suck.
We didn't even sit next to each other, and we were both in middle seats, so it was awful. My neck hurts, my butt hurts.
Yeah, everything hurts. But we got coffee.
Got a good old Dunkin'. And Charlotte Airport has these cute rocking chairs. So I feel like we're like just 80-year-olds sitting on our porch drinking their coffee in the morning.
Waiting for the dealer to come pick us up from the airport.
Yeah, pretty much.
This whole thing's just been a waiting game.
Yeah.
Like, put the down payment down like 2 weeks ago and waited for our flights and stuff. We were trying to wait and see if somebody was going to buy a vehicle. Waited at the shuttle place. We waited at the other airport.
Waiting at this airport.
Yeah. We're gonna get to the dealer and we're gonna wait for the bank to open.
Yeah, and then we're gonna be waiting for the wire. And if anybody knows us too, we're very not patient people.
Yeah.
So this is like killing us. So fun story. So we were under the impression that we were supposed to have a driver meet us and pick us up at the airport here.
From the dealer.
From the dealer, yeah. At like 7-ish. It is now 10 to 8. And haven't heard anything. They never confirmed with us that they even got our flight information. So
I sent it to him twice.
And we never really heard anything back. So we may or may not be stranded here. Oh, and they don't open till 9. So we can't even like call them. So we really don't know what to do right now. We're kind of just
chilling at the airport.
Kind of just chilling, just hanging out by the baggage claim areas. So yeah, this might be interesting.
We should make the shuttle guys stop at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Flight out now.
Our consensus is that they have forgotten about us.
Been here since 5 a.m. Just got in contact with them, and they're playing it off like, oh, he's just running late, but pretty sure they just left. So it's gonna be probably another hour. At this point, we were literally anticipating to be there.
Yeah. So
and, like be doing paperwork already.
But we didn't eat before we like went back out through security, like out to the baggage claims. So now we're starving.
I told you we should get Burger King.
Yeah, and then you were like, but I don't want it.
You said that.
Oh, you said that because your stomach hurt.
You said I'm not hungry.
Yeah, I wasn't hungry
well,
then.
My stomach hurts, so I was just gonna have some of yours, and you're like, oh well, and then we walked away. Ooh, pretty airplane.
Sleep deprived, food deprived. Now we're angry and hangry. The dealership has not left a good impression thus far.
Yeah, we'll see if they redeem themselves, but I just got a call from the dealer and they pretty much said, yeah, we forgot about you. So they said that the driver left 40 minutes ago or so, so it should be 10 or 15 minutes and they'll be here. But this is freaking ridiculous. We've been at the airport we've been here for 4 hours since we landed. We've been here, we knew they weren't gonna pick us up right when we landed, but they said 7:30 is when they'd pick us up. It is now like 9:15. Not to mention we're trying to get this done during banking hours so that we can get the wire transfer through today, and they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot on that one.
There she be.
All right, babe, how is it?
It's not exactly what we were led to believe.
We were told party up front, like it's totally perfect, and work in the back, and the flatbed is screwed up, and it certainly is, but it's got some work on the front. It clearly had something happen on the passenger side here, like the body lines aren't perfect, the windows got replaced, there's no tint on the back window, somebody drilled freaking hole through the $1,500 dash. So I mean, it is still a very nice truck. It drives really good compared to our truck. It's like got new tires on it. It's mechanically it's good to go, but like there's some cosmetic things that are just like
that we were told weren't there.
Yeah, so
fly across the country and find out all of these things.
Yeah, I mean, come on, we you know, took 5 days out of our life to come here. We got $1,000 wrapped up into coming here already, and then we get here and like there's like at least $5,000 worth of stuff to this truck that like we didn't expect.
Yeah.
Like we expected to put a new flatbed on it and sell this flatbed and stuff like that, but oh, I didn't even show them the bed held on by wood. Yeah, check this out, guys. Like the flatbed is sitting on freaking 2x4s. All right, time for the 36-hour jaunt home, huh?
It's gonna be great.
After being awake for 32 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna
fun.
be fun. First order of business though is to get rid of these things.
Yo, we're literally driving to the Northern Tool to go get a screwdriver to take those off because I don't really want them rattling around for 2,100 miles and fucking the paint up even worse. So we're just gonna take them off now and worry about the body work later.
But we're super excited to show you guys all the new fancy features it has in here.
All right, let's get on the road. It'll never be this clean again. Well, we made it like 2 miles and I already have a modification to do. Take these ugly pieces of shit off because they weren't mounted well and
I don't think they turn on.
they're broken. Like, I don't think they're even wired in. So we're gonna take these off now and worry about the body work later. Like seriously, they just screwed them right into the sheet metal. They didn't even drill a hole for the wire or anything. Like, these are literally just for looks.
And they look stupid.
Wow.
That is really
I didn't think
retarded.
they were just there for looks. I thought they at least had a wire to them.
There's literally no wire.
There's no wire. They were just there for looks, and they look dumb. And the dealer, wanted $1,000 to take them off.
Yeah, obviously they didn't even look at it because literally, who would do that? Who actually would do that?
Right? Like, and that's so fucked. That's gonna take like a decent amount of body work to fix now.
Stupid. Man, yeah, I mean, I figured they were at least wired in.
These are dumb. I cannot believe. Okay, they're way dumber than I thought they were originally, and I thought they were really dumb. They were on there for looks. What?
That's another thing too. They weren't even sealed around it, so the water probably had already gotten down in there.
These were probably sitting there going
For 92,000 miles.
It's all dented there now. Well, that's stupid.
The guy who owned this truck before us, he was not the sharpest tool in the shed. There was a couple other things in here that were like, what?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take that screw out later when I don't have to buy every tool to do it because we were just on a plane. And I'm gonna see if these are even real. I don't think they are. It doesn't look like there's a wire cut off or anything. I think these are literally just for looks.
And the dumbest mod of the year goes to truck guy before us.
These toolboxes are huge though, but this flatbed is ugly as
Sin.
all hell and it has to go.
But we've decided we're gonna actually try to drive a couple more miles before any more modifications get done.
At least 10.
At least 10 more miles.
How's it going?
It's going good.
All right, so do you still feel good about it after sleeping on it and like being like awake and alive because we were dead?
Yes, we were very, 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 very dead.
Maybe
I
we
think
should
I
go.
went to sleep at like 7:30 this time.
She hit the pillow and she was out.
Literally. I was gonna watch a movie and I made it not even 10 minutes into the movie.
Maybe we go look at it before we decide that we're still happy?
Yeah, probably.
All right, babe. So now that we got our Krispy Kreme, we got our truck, what do you think of the truck? Is it still a good decision?
Yes. I still really, really like it.
There's a lot of tech in it that we gotta figure out.
Yeah, he's not really a tech guy. I like it though. I really like
I
it.
wouldn't say I'm not a tech guy, but I don't know. I just feel like
You're just not used to it.
not used to it. It's got like adaptive cruise control, and it's got all these cameras, and you know, it just takes some getting used to. But it's a nice truck, really nice truck.
Yep, good decision.
It needs a flatbed though. This flatbed is gross.
Yeah.
It
I
looks
can't
like a tow truck right now.
Yeah, I can't get over how gigantic this bed is though. Like, you could throw a whole party on it. It just keeps going and going and going.
Okay, now you may eat your Krispy Kremes.
Cheers.
All right, so what's going on?
Just driving.
Yeah. Bored yet?
No, not too bad.
Sick of being in the car?
No, not quite yet. I don't know, we keep switching, so.
We haven't made it very far.
No,
for
we haven't.
like having it for 24 hours now.
Over.
Barely.
Haven't driven nearly 24 hours.
Yeah, so no. Learning more about the trucks. It's about to get dark. Haven't driven it at night before, so get to check out the headlights and the kind of interior lighting that I'm starting to see. There's like some fancy lighting in the dash and stuff.
I'm almost up to 15 miles per gallon.
Yeah, we're trying to see if we can, what the best mileage we can get with it is, because our other truck gets shit mileage.
Up to 14.8.
Fancy! What do we get with the other one empty?
7.
No, we don't get 7 empty.
9.
Yeah, it's like between, yeah, it's about 11.
9 to 11.
I would say it's about 11. We don't drive that one empty very often, but
Around town.
yeah, I would say it's 11. If we're on the highway, it's maybe 12. We'll have to pull over when it gets dark and really show the lights.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were driving, pulling into the truck stop, and we were turning, and we were like, it gets brighter when you turn. And we're like, we thought there was a light flickering or something wrong. Turns out just when you turn, like the truck lights turn on like the fog lights. Okay, now do your blinkers. Yeah, and when you turn the blinker on, the light turns on. That's so weird. All right, what do you think of our new lights?
They're so cool.
Yeah.
They're so fancy. But you want to see fancy? You should see this. So it only took like 3 days, but I'm finally sick of being in the truck. And hey babe, can we not do a road trip anytime soon again, please?
But our whole life is a road trip.
I forgot.
I think I'll be able to make it the rest of the way. I think we got like 3 hours left. 2,483 miles down. Another 200 to go.
Well, we're finally back.
Almost. We're almost back. We're like a couple miles away.
Yeah, we're a couple miles away from the camper right now, and the sun is like so close to going down. Like, we really thought that we'd be able to make it while the sun was still up.
We wanted to try to get this thing hooked up in the daylight at least for the first time.
Yeah.
With the new truck, make sure, you know, all the lights work, whatever. I don't know. Don't see why there'd be any issues, but
it's gonna be really close Hopefully it's still there. Hopefully it's still standing.
And not burned to the ground. There was kind of some sketchy campers parked next to it. So.
Yeah, the place that we parked it, come to find out, was a little sketchier than we wanted it to be.
A lot sketchier than we wanted it to be.
So
we should have went and inspected it before we left the camper there, but that didn't happen.
So we were just kind of not worried about it, hoping for the best.
We left in a hurry, so there was like we had no time to like
really come up with a better plan.
Yeah, so we were just like, well, risk it for the biscuit, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will be fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine, but we just, you know,
it was supposedly like all locked up, but when we got there, it wasn't actually locked.
Yeah.
When we dropped the camper off,
so
yeah.
I don't know.
About to find out.
Yeah.
Here we are. Old truck meet new truck. Meet your replacement. Is this like when you have to train your replacement at work? Like...
Yeah. So truck, camper. So I mean everything's still standing. So ooh, we get to try out the new camera system. I think Jordana got put out of a job with this hookup system here. I don't know. Because this bed doesn't have a trough in it, definitely gonna have to lift it up quite a bit. So the other reason we're a little worried about the bed height compared to the camper hitch height is because the flatbed is spaced up with these 2x4s down there. So yeah, here's gonna be the first test to see if the camper can actually get that high. We actually hadn't thought about this being an issue.
I did a little bit, but I wasn't too worried about it.
Okay, well Cam wasn't too worried about it until he sees it sitting next to the camper, and then he's like, nah, I don't think it'll go up that high. So we're super close, but the jacks are like, is that
maxed out.
That stroked out?
That is maxed out. Just kind of barely make it.
Barely make it. So are you able to plug in that little cord?
To be determined. It's
kind of tight down there.
Kind of being, they put it in a really dumb spot for this flatbed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I put this coil cord on here for the other flatbed, and it's perfect on there, but it's not ideal for this one.
So all the more reason to get a new flatbed, huh?
Yeah. So if you're a fabricator and you want some media, hit us up. Going with it.
Do you want your tow mirrors up?
Yeah.
Moose power! So that is what an 11-foot flatbed with a fifth wheel looks like. I think it's all okay though. There's a couple issues with the lights when we plugged it into the new truck, but that's another day's issue because we're just going over to a truck stop to sleep because we are basically going on zero sleep up for another like 36 hours. So, off to a truck stop for the night. All right, so another thing that we noticed as we were hooking it up was that the camper is no longer level because of the flatbed being raised. So that's definitely gonna need to be addressed. They look good together.
Well, yeah, white on white. We've never had anything matching like that before. All right, baby, we made it home.
Yay!
The truck stop across the street from where we picked the camper up.
At least we get to sleep on our own bed tonight.
Yeah. All right, you ready to tow a trailer through the pass?
It's just a little trailer. I've towed many trailers before.
I guess we'll get to see a little bit of a comparison of the other truck versus this truck going through the pass. She'll obviously be a lot lighter, but
I wasn't about to tow our house. I'll tow the Canyon. I can do that.
Do it. Let's go get our dog.
Yeah, let's go get our puppy. I miss our puppy.
Miss Rubin?
Yeah, I miss Rubin.
Alright. And we're off. I can't get used to the cameras that I have. Are you ready?
Yep, are you?
I'm ready. See how she does.
I don't care what you say, the white's really growing on me.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish it was like a pearl and not just boring old white. She's pretty worried about this bridge, that we were not gonna make it under it, so we're about to find out. I think we'll be all right though. I think it's plenty tall. It says 1310, so see how accurate that is. Well, I haven't heard you yell at me yet, so I'm gonna assume I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
Well, we got the old man.
Yeah, we got the doggo.
He seemed really happy to see us, actually.
It seemed like he was ready to get out of there.
Yeah,
So,
we were standing like in the entryway or whatever, and he kept coming like up to us and then back to the door and like up to us and back to the door.
Yeah.
And
then we go outside and he's just like straight to the flatbed. He jumped right up on there. He's like, all right, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. There's too many kids here. Like,
yeah.
I just want to sleep.
He did seem like super tired. He just seems like he's had the time of his life for the last like couple days and he's ready to sleep. You know, I mean, I can't blame him when his usual activity level is like sleeping all day anyway.
And they had like 6 kids, so
yeah.
I'm sure the kids wanted to play with him all the time.
So the more we ride in the old truck, the more the new truck, I realize, has kind of put me out of a job. The new truck, I don't have to navigate. He has all of his cameras, so he doesn't need my help backing up to anything
Which I suck
anymore.
at using, but
You'll get better at it, I'm sure. So, like, yeah, I don't have anything to help you with in the new truck. When you use your fancy cruise control, I don't even have to, like, pay attention, because the truck will do it for me if you're gonna hit somebody. Why do you look like you're
I need to
in pain?
sneeze. I can't sneeze. Sneeze, damn it. All right, well, we gotta get back. We got stuff to do. This next week is gonna be busy.
Yeah, you would think that we would have a day to actually like catch up and sleep and relax?
Oh, hell no.
Nope.
We've got shit to do. We gotta clean this truck up, get it ready for the fire, get some new tires on it. We got some work to do on the Can-Am. We got some work to do on the new truck. We got stuff to do. We are gonna be busy bees.
I think this is the sleep deprivation taking over.
I'm trying to be entertaining for the video. Yes, also sleep deprivation.
Oh, man.
All right, we made it home. We're set up. We're here. We have too many vehicles.
Yep.
We just went and got the Audi. But, yeah.
Now it's time for bed.
Bye.